Yeah, I'd say Oklahoma State gets there a fair amount themselves.
They're top 75 in the country in that category as well. Cowgirls want to be one of those top 4 seeds, get the double bye at the Big 12 tournament. This is a chance to help solidify that. They control their own destiny. This is a game you need to win if you want to do that.
Her road trip actually at Utah, where she hadn't been as good on the road and really tenacious on the boards at both ends of the floor. And she's an excellent shooter. And sometimes shooters, when they haven't made shots lately, will press. Now, Hurd had a tough Utah trip at BYU and against the Utes. Scored just 9 points in 2 games. But it's a long offensive board play for Cincinnati.
Into the paint. Left hand spinner is good for Ariel Jackson.
I'll tell you what, when she drives it and gets an angle. We talked about Hurd for Oklahoma State. It's very similar with Jackson. Just drives it with so much strength.
Heward got the roll from the corner. That's got to feel good to see one go down.
Unfortunately, right there, it was a turnover. But what they have done, if they don't get anything, nice play right there. They've been bringing it and pulling it back down. Here's that back door. And notice how high up the floor Smith is. So she was above the versatility on that.
Cowgirls creating a bunch of numbers advantages. A wide open 3 for Gray.
Here's the three. Look at her. Draws help. I mean, she knows exactly what she's doing. Looks for Gray. And that's a simple.
To paraphrase the great philosopher Michael G. Scott, I believe he said, football's more like rock and roll and basketball's more like jazz. Sometimes it's not thrown into a spot. There's a drive and a make for Jackson. She's got the last 5 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, really good play right there. In Stillwater on January 22nd. That was after being down double digits. And then K-State from start to finish. I mean, that was just like a perfect storm at both ends. Hope you have a couple of buckets go. Maybe we turn Oklahoma State over, get something easy in transition.
One. Oklahoma State had been one of their last 8. See. Out to Woot. Right to the rim for 2.
Yeah, Coach Merriweather was wanting a moving screen on Egareva. Egareva cleared the lane for that drive right there.
Out to Gray. Got that one.
Know it. I mean, they're on a huge run.
Cincinnati has not had a field goal in 3 minutes. Got to the rim there, and then Micah Gray had missed her last couple. But I think they think anytime she shoots, it's probably going in.
Most importantly is just the rest. And I don't even mean, Adam, just having to go 3 days if you're fortunate enough to get to the championship. But I think longevity as you go into the tournament.
And one for Tim Magassa, who halted her momentum, ended up drawing the foul on Snyder.
Allowed Aussie to be wide open.
From the mid-range, Smith with another rebound for Oklahoma State. Underneath, her with 2.
Friendly bounce there, and then watch Smith rebound, advances, her to the rim. I mean, you go right at them.
Magassa trying to return the favor. Fall away, jumper with the finesse.
But if you watch over the last 6 games, become a legitimate
finish for Ramaya Bird in the paint.
Well, I think anybody in Oklahoma State's hitting all cylinders, and that's kind of on cue.
And there's something to be said as the shot clock starts to wind down. It's flung up. Boy, the English on that from Snyder for the finish. Not that time. We play on anyway. Staley Hurd powering her way in there. Couldn't finish. Egareva, who's in for Magassa, also couldn't get it to go. And now a sprint the other way. The Euro step and the finish over the European. Oklahoma State has missed 10 straight field goal attempts. Cincinnati has just won for its last 8. Inside it goes to Hayes, and an and 1.
Well, that's an example, Adam. We talked about the first half. I mean, there were some stretches where
Cincinnati in a zone. Wooten had it deflected away. Cincinnati in transition. The layup is good for Hilton.
Oklahoma State was able to control the glass. But the tempo, they never really got into tremendous rhythm. That stretch in the second quarter for Oklahoma State was
Reagan Jackson. Inside to Hayes. Turnaround. High arcing shot falls.
That's tough right there. Steadiness and the toughness that Hayes provides Cincinnati. And here's an example right here. Bagassa defended that well. I think a thing might bring some rain in here. It was so high. Look at that right there. You hold Oklahoma State under 40% from the floor in this building. I mean, I know that she would take that.
Bagassa gets the block.
Some toughness to it. There, scrapping, fighting, clawing. Giving everything Oklahoma State wants here this second half.
Beautiful fight from
Well, Staley Hurd needs to watch.
Magassa's everywhere right now. Poke that one free.
Yeah, I think that's an underrated thing with her. Her ability to run the floor and move her feet at her size.
Breaking contact and one. Nearly a travel. Kick out for three. It's good. Abby Holtzman, the sophomore out of Florence, Kentucky.
Once in a while, get one of these to go down. They become a different
15-point game still. Make it 12 as Mann drops one in.
Play and ability to drive it. Back-to-back trays. Got it down to 12.
That zone really pushing the Bearcats out away from the basket. 15 seconds already chewed up. Inside it goes. And it's good for Jackson. She's into double figures with 11. See, trying to stay big out at the point of that zone. There's a corner three. It's good.
Reagan Jackson, last 6 games, has made 14 threes. Hasn't been able to get a lot of open looks tonight.
Cowgirls up a dozen with 10 seconds left. Spin and a finish for Hilton, who gets into double figures with 11. And that'll be the last bucket of the game as the Cowgirls dribble it out. Both teams have 4 score in double figures, but it's Oklahoma State that comes away victorious.